it's Millie. I hope you're all doing well. I'm very excited for today's video because I'm finally back, but not only that, because today we are filming or we are making our last video for the first unit of 5th grade, which has been a journey and tedious at some points, but I'm glad that we're back and I can't wait to get started on our second unit. I know, it's crazy. Okay, the topic for today, actually we have two topics, kind of. The first one is pretty much why is it important to speak English in our country, Costa Rica? Why is it important to speak English in this country and in general? Why is speaking English important? There are so many reasons as to why speaking English is important. Off the top of your head, you can probably list a bunch. And there's so many ways we can learn English today. We can learn it in school, of course. We learn it through music and movies. When you watch most of your TV shows or you listen to music, all those things are usually, or most of the time, or most of those entertainment pieces are in English. And that helps a lot of people learn English, myself included. Everyone. It's a perfect way to practice and to start getting used to the language and to learning new words and new phrases. And it's great that we have those things to our disposal to help us learn English. So the question is, why is it important to know English in Costa Rica? Well, one of the reasons why it's important is because it can help us get a better job. There are so many more job options if you know English in this country, especially if you know more languages like French and Portuguese and other languages. But specifically English, you will find so many more job options than if you only speak Spanish, which is obviously a great idea. Then, because Costa Rica, the main source of income from this country comes from tourism. And most tourists know English or speak English, or English is just the universal language, and we can always help tourists when we speak English, and because it'll just come in handy whenever we're helping with tourism. And tourism is a career that's very interesting. And I think the only way you could get into tourism is by speaking English. So again, so many jobs you can find speaking English. You can work in call centers. You can be a teacher. You can work in tourism. You can help so many people. It's just very convenient. And it's something that we all have to know by now. And it should be taught more, with more priority, I would say. And then another one that is important is that by learning English and by knowing English, you can meet new people, which will bring new opportunities, and you can make new friends. And that's just a great thing in general. The other main reason why you should know English, like I said before, English is the universal language. Most people everywhere you go will know or should know English, or can probably have a conversation in English, or not a full-length conversation, but at least communicate in English. And that's important when traveling, because if you're going to go to, for example, North America, you should know English. And then Europe, you should know English. Even parts of South America. Of course, we know Spanish here, and in South America, we speak Spanish. Well, they speak Spanish. So in that case, English would be a second language. But let's say overseas, you definitely need to know English, at least to get around. So that's why English is very important, and it'll just help you in the future. Like I said, mainly it is for job opportunities, because that is what is most important. It'll help you with everything in that case. And it's very important to know English and to learn English and to maintain a conversation in English, because it'll just help you in the long run. And that's really what's most important. So the following is going to be a quick video that I found online that I think is very informative and will help you guys see it from a more professional perspective than just my own. So I hope everyone enjoys.
English is important.
Hello. Hey, how are you?
Do you speak English?
I first learned English when I was in kindergarten.
I learned English in high school and at the university.
At high school, I learned English with cassettes and reading the lyrics of my favorite band.
English is a language of nearly 2 billion people. English has 3 times more non-native than native speakers. English is important because
English is the language of the world. It is the language the internet uses.
you can use it in work, education, health.
It's a global language. It is the language of business.
English is important to communicate with those people. English is found on every continent. Almost 60% of people in the world are frequently using English to communicate.
I like English because I think it's very interesting to speak with other people. So I can be in touch with the whole planet.
I've always really liked English and I want to learn different languages.
I want to teach English because
If you don't know English, you are outside the market.
Also to meet people from other countries.
We have to be able to communicate with people around the world.
also to make them fall in love with the language.
I like spelling bee because I love vocabulary. The spelling bee was a great way to improve my vocabulary and gain much more knowledge in English.
The importance of speech has been very important for me because it helps me to fight with my fears to speak in front of people.
Goodbye.
So long. See you later.
I'll catch you later. Take care.
I look forward to seeing you soon.
English is important.
All right, guys, the next topic that I want to talk about today. First of all, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I thought it was really informative, like I said, and it really is nice to hear people speaking English in our country and people talking about their own experiences with the language and what the language has brought to them, which is just really nice to hear, and it's reaffirming for me as a future English teacher to see how beneficial English really is. Anyways, our second topic for today is, pen pals. And I love this topic. I love pen pals. Basically, if you don't know what a pen pal is, it's basically a long distance friendship that you maintain by writing letters to each other. So, for an example, let's say I live here in Costa Rica, which I do, of course, and I have a pen pal who lives in Australia, for example, which is all the way across the world. We maintain a friendship through writing letters or emails or whatever the means may be. Nowadays, it's more likely to be emails, right? Instead of handwritten note. But nevertheless, that's kind of what a pen pal is. We're friends. We talk about our common interests. We talk about what we like, what our country is like, what we like to do in our spare time, all those kinds of things. The best pen pals are usually those who have an interest in learning about different people and different cultures. So my friend in Australia will tell me all about their traditions and holidays, and I will tell them about my traditions and our holidays, like the desfiles and all these things that we do here that they don't do there, for example. So that's typically what a pen pal is, and that is another reason why speaking English is important, because in the future you might have a pen pal. I had a pen pal when I was in school. I was in 5th grade of school, and it was great. I mean, I had a pen pal who lived in England, and we talked for a long time, and I got to know this person, and it's really, really cool to learn about other people's cultures and languages, and all these things are achieved by technology and knowing English. So those are two things that are insanely important when you're communicating with anyone, specifically pen pals. So let's get into pen pals. The video I have prepared is, well, I made this animation, and it basically is an example of how you should write to your pen pal, what to ask them in specific cases, and how to keep in communication and keep in touch with them, because they're just some quick advices that I have made, and I hope everyone enjoys, and let's watch the video. Alright guys, that's pretty much all I have for you today. I'm very excited that, well, I hope everyone enjoyed this topic, because I think it's super important to know English, and it is the reason why I am studying to be an English teacher, because I think it is something extremely valuable and important for everyone, for every student, for every child, because it'll just help you so much in the future. And it's just cool to know English. It's cool to know 2 languages. I mean, I can't imagine how cool it is to know 3 languages or 4 or 5, etc. So, thank you all for watching. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is safe, and I'll see you guys next time, where we start the 2nd unit for 5th grade. So thank you all very much.